And I'm Georgie.
And we're the Happy Vegan Couple. So, notice anything different about us?
Oh, I don't know. Denise, are you shorter or taller? Oh, wait a minute.
I don't think that's it. T-shirts?
Ooh,
Not wearing my
shirts.
black vegan t-shirt anymore. We have Happy Vegan Couple t-shirts. And we're going to tell you the backstory about this right now. So, Georgie and I just came back from an adventure. It was wonderful. Where were we?
We went on a cruise. Oh, there's my look at Holistic Holidays at Sea. There was a cruise ship out of Miami. We went to Puerto Rico. We went to St. Thomas. It was unbelievable. There was 1,600 plus vegans. That was the best part.
It was all educational. I mean, we spent most of our time listening to wonderful lectures by all the top-notch doctors who do research and treat their patients with plant-based eating.
Exactly.
Dr. Greger was there, Dr.
Clapper,
Dr. Barnard, Dr. who else?
T. Colin Campbell.
T. Colin Campbell,
and
right.
his son.
Yes, and daughter.
And daughter-in-law.
Yes, daughter-in-law.
The cook.
Okay, so what happened is we knew there were going to be all these vegans on the boat. And then many of them would have a partner. And wouldn't it be fun to be able to wear a Happy Vegan Couple t-shirt, the two of them, wherever they live in their city, and they could promote plant-based eating.
Exactly.
So that's why we created these t-shirts. And let me show you, we'll actually show why we're vegans. If Georgie, you please turn around.
There we go.
And I'll read it for you in case you can't see it all. It says, being vegans, we choose health over disease, we save animals from abuse and slaughter, we reduce global warming. And then just to let everybody know about Happy Vegan Couple videos, we just put a little thing on the back, Happy Vegan Couple cooking videos, Facebook and YouTube, check it out. And I got mine too. There's mine.
Ooh, nice, beautiful.
So, we actually want to make these t-shirts available to anyone who wants one. And on the cruise, we were wearing these, and lots of people thought they were really great and said, you know, could we have one? So now, we haven't figured out yet how to do it, to get it on the web where people can order it on their own. So, we have to investigate that. But if any of you...
Yeah, if there's any of you out there in our little Facebook friends and YouTube, let us know. Maybe we can get together or something, that we can get together and figure out how to make these for everybody.
Yeah, we can do it electronically. We have the graphic, and we have to be able to upload all this to some site and make it easy. So that's going to be a project, but then anyone who wants one will be able to get one. And I just think it'd be cool to be walking around with your Happy Vegan t-shirt. And even if you're not a couple, you can wear one and maybe you'll find another partner.
That's right.
To be one.
That's right.
Yes? Okay. So, the reason for the recipe today is that we had this on the ship.
It was called Minty Fresh Pea Soup.
And it was good.
Good, good, good. The best part of this whole recipe is, though, I'm using frozen peas. You don't,
ta-da! This is our bag.
How convenient is that?
And you know, peas are really healthy for you. Would you believe that, like, this is a 16-ounce bag.
1 pound.
One bag has 20 grams of fiber and 20 grams of protein. Wow. And I mean, when you eat this soup, you can eat a lot of it because it's really good and it's so healthy. And one serving, just to let you know, which is 2/3 of a cup, has 4 grams of fiber and 4 grams of protein. So, and all the other nutrients as part of it.
So next time somebody asks you where to get your protein, there you go, a bag of peas.
Plants. And I got to tell you, on the cruise, I don't know if you can tell, but I actually slimmed down. I lost weight, even though I ate constantly. In fact, there was so much food that that I wasn't used to eating so many meals, multi-courses, that usually I'd be like, oh my God, it's dinner already. Can't we wait a couple hours? So anyways, it was a wonderful experience, healthy. We've learned so much. And I took a lot of notes, and I'm actually going to transcribe a bunch of them and share some of the points on Happy Vegan Couple, so that you can even know more about the health benefits of being a plant-based eater. All right?
The second thing is we're going next year.
Yeah, so maybe some of you will want to come and meet us and
Yes.
just meet everybody else. I mean,
Yes, it
we're
was
just
wonderful.
We're just a couple, but there's all those doctors, and they're even willing to talk to you a little bit, you know, about your own personal issues if you have some. So it's really great.
So, okay, well, let's get to cooking.
All right.
Okay, we'll be back in a second.
Minty pea soup coming up.
Right on. Okay, everyone, let's get started. I'm going to tell you the ingredients really quick. I got 4 cups of vegetable broth, 1 cup of water, 1 medium onion, which I'm going to dice up in a few minutes, or seconds anyway, hopefully. I have 2 cloves of garlic, 1 I've already chopped. I have about a dozen mint leaves, which I stripped off of the mint, just very easy like that. Don't want to do too much, it'll be overpowering. Then I have a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, and I have a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Thing is, the main ingredient is going to be organic frozen peas. That's the easiest thing there is to make for the soup, and we don't have to cook them ahead of time. They're already cooked, so let's get started on my onion here. That'll be the first thing. I'm going to have to take a break in a second after we get this onion cut up so that we can saute it. I'll show you how to take the skin off of this. You just take the first layer off just like that. I had cut the ends of it off. Straight down the middle. And these don't have to be uniform, and because we're going to be sauteing them in vegetable broth. And towards the end we will be doing a immersion blender with them, so they'll be all blended down to nothing anyway. Okay, first thing goes inside the frying pan. Add my garlic to it. I'm going to go ahead and chop up the 1 garlic, cut the end of it off. The skin should come right off after that. It's like peeling an onion. And with this recipe, all you can do is just do a crushed garlic, just already done. Okay, I'm going to take this over to the stove, and I'm going to have to brown these onions up a little bit, and then we'll get the rest of this done. It's only going to take about 5 minutes once all that's together. Okay, everyone, we're back. What I've been doing here, I've got the pan on a high heat. I'm trying to saute my vegetable or my onions without any water or veggie broth. It's something that somebody told me about. Then this is like one of the first times that I've tried to do it, and it actually seems to be working. You can see that they're turning translucent already, and they say just a matter of stirring them constantly without them getting to where they stick on the bottom of the pan. And so far it's working out real well. I can even smell it. I love the smell of sauteed onions. This is looking really well, really well. And then I'll just go ahead, I'll add all my ingredients. Once it comes to a boil.
Let's see that again, Georgie. Okay. So you have to keep it stirring. That's the trick, so it doesn't burn.
You don't want anything burning. Even though the smell of burnt onions is good too. Okay, well, I believe those are sauteed enough. It took me about 4 minutes of some stirring on a high heat. I'm going to go ahead and add my vegetable broth. 4 cups.
And that's a low sodium veggie broth.
that we get here in town.
Organic from Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's. There we go. 1 cup of water, filtered water. Half a teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. I'm going to bring that to a boil. Once it's boiling, I'm going to add my whole peas, frozen peas, which are already cooked. You don't have to go through the struggle of cooking the peas the night before. You just grab them out of the freezer. So it's kind of like one of those cheat night soups. And we got this idea on the boat that we were on over the last couple weeks, a week and a half. It was called the Minty pea soup. And it was actually one of our favorites. Well, it's going to take a second here.
So why don't we pause and come back when it's boiling?
Okay, we'll be right back. Okay everyone, as you can see, I've got a nice rapid boil here. I'm going to turn it down to a medium. On the electric range, it would be about a number 5. Or a 4 actually, because they're a little bit hotter than I think. What I want to do is I want to simmer this for about 3 or 4 minutes, up to 5 minutes, till the onions get cooked the rest of the way. Then we're going to come back and I'm going to add the split peas and we'll be ready to whirl them up. Okay, my onions have been cooking for about 5 minutes, exactly 5 minutes. I had set the timer. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the frozen peas. Stir them up. Bring them back to the simmer that you had going. That should take probably about 2 minutes. So I want you to simmer these another 5 minutes and we'll be right back and we'll make these into a nice little minty soup. Okay, it's been simmering for 5 minutes. Let me clarify what I said about the 2-minute thing. I figured it'd take about 2 minutes once I put frozen peas in the hot liquid to get going again. So I just added the 3 minutes I said to cook it with the 2 minutes to heat it up again, to make it 5 minutes. Okay. Anyway, this is what it looks like. It's been cooking for 5 minutes now. Now I'm going to just go ahead and add my mint leaves now. I didn't want to add them early because I didn't want to break it down too much. We're going to go ahead and add those up.
And those are organic mint leaves.
Yes,
we found
they are.
them at a regular grocery store. They're carrying things like that.
Okay, I'm going to use an immersion blender. It blends from the bottom and you've got to be very careful because it can be very hot if it splashes you. So I always just go in with a small or on low at the top of the water if you want to see, Denise. Little by little. I'm going to blend this into a puree.
Hold it on the bottom of the pan. You don't want to scratch your pan, right, Georgie?
Right, I'm not touching the bottom of the pan at all. The more you puree it, the smoother it's going to be. I might puree it a couple more minutes off camera here before we serve it up, but that's what it's going to look like in a second. We'll show it in a bowl.
Okay.
Okay everyone, here's my finished product. It made about 5 cups of soup, maybe a little bit more if you put in some bulk. This is what it looks like. I put a couple sprigs of mint on top just for a garnish. You can also pour a little bit of coconut milk around this to make it prettier. Garnish it with everything you want. I'm going to go ahead and taste this. It only took a few minutes to actually make this, so I'm kind of excited.
What do you think, Georgie?
One thought. It reminds me of the cruise.
All right, sounds good.
Okay. Okay, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the soup recipe I came up with. I was inspired by what we ate on the boat, the mint pea soup that they had on the boat, and it came out pretty darn close, I believe. So I hope you enjoy it.
Yes, and we might be sharing one other little video with you from our trip. It's not cooking. There was a talent show.
Uh-oh.
And Georgie and we got up there and led some chants that we sing here at Global Chant in Tucson. And it took a lot of guts because we don't have singing voices.
Not at all.
And we tried to get a singer to do it with us, but they couldn't do it at the last minute. So we went up there and sang with voices that are not singing voices, but it was wonderful. We felt proud of ourselves for doing it. It really was a wonderful experience. The audience seemed to like the chants, and we might decide to share that with you. So, until next time, I'm Denise.
And I'm Georgie.
And we're the Happy Vegan Couple. Go plant-based. Recipe coming up.
Okay,
See you next time.